Hi everyone, this is Aruna Chami, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In my lecture series today, we're going to study about the certain problems in a looping statement. So in previous video, I have detailedly explained about what do you mean by looping statement, what are the things, control statements is available under the looping. So looping is nothing but if you are going for a iterative process, definitely we need the looping. Either by using a for loop or a while loop or a do while loop, I can able to execute the repetitive statement in a scenario. For that only we are using this thing. Here I'm going to consider one example, that is a factorial of number. So what do you mean by factorial of number means? So it is nothing but it is a we have to do it for the non-negative integer, and also it can be denoted by the n factorial. So it is nothing but the product of all positive numbers from 1 to n. So that is a range what we have mentioned. So it can be used in various mathematical computational texts and including combinators, probability, algorithm complexity and all. We are using this particular factorial. So concept is very important. For example, if I want to calculate 5 factorial, so I have to do that looping statement for 5 times. That is, I have to do the iteration for the 5 times. If it is a 3, it is 3 times. If it is a 1, only 1 times. 0 factorial is by the definition, we doesn't have a 0 factorial. So your 0 factorial is 10, 10 factorial is equal to 1. That by that definition itself, we can able to say. So if you are having a 3 factorial, so how I can do this thing means 3 times I have to go for an iteration. That is nothing but 3 into 2 into 1. So total, while multiplying all this thing, you can get the product as 6. So that is nothing but we're going to do certain product. That is a multiplication operation from the ranges starting from 1 to the end. What is my maximum range? So in this only we have to do. So according to this program, we have to get input from the user. And also I'm going to use the looping statement to calculate the factorial of the number for the particular range. Finally, I have to display the number. So this is the thing here we're going to focus on this particular statement. So how we can solve this problem means, first of all, I have to include the scanner class. What is the purpose of using the scanner class means for getting the input from the user during the runtime, definitely we have to use the scanner class. Import java.util.scanner. Java is my package. It can contain the subpackage called util. Inside the thing, you are having a scanner class. So by using that class only, we are going to get an input from the user. So for that only here, I am going to declare the object, scanner object for getting the input from the user. Here, scanner is an object. This is a class. I have to create a new object for my scanner class to invoke the input from the user. So I have created a public class. Inside that thing, I have created a main class. In the main class, I created the object for the scanner class. Through that object, I'm going to get an input from the user, the variable number. Number equal to scanner.nextInt. That is the meaning of we are converting the string input to the integer input. So that only we are using a next int. After that, I am checking whether number is less than 0 because your factorial, we're going to do it only for the non-integer. That is a positive number, not for the unsigned number. That is a negative number. So that I have to check it over here. Else, if it is else, I have to fix the factorial value, initial final product, initial value, minimum value is, I'm going to set it as a 1. Again, inside the else part, I'm going to use the for loop. For loop, it will have a 3 part. One is the initialization, condition checking, increment. After that, I'm going to multiply my factorial value into I value. So I value can be incremented from 1 to the maximum range what I have to get it from the user. Over here, number. In the number itself, I am already getting certain range. Until that thing, the condition loop can be executed. So in this case, only by multiplying, after multiplying the product, again, it can be stored in the same variable. I can be incremental. Second time, if you are going for the thing is I equal to 2. I is less than or 2 is less than or equal to, for example, number is for me, yes, definitely yes. It will come into. After completing this loop, finally it will display the what factorial of value, that particular value, how many times it repeated. For example, if it is a 5 now, the iteration will be executed until 5 times. So this is the how it can be executed. You can get an output like this. I have compiled the program by using a Java compiler. While running the program, I have to use a Java package to run my program. Through that, I'm getting a range 6. So 6 factorial into 5 factorial into 3 factorial into 2 factorial into 1, it will get 720. In this, how only a factorial of given number can be executed. So in this case, I can able to use while loop also, it can be possible. So here I'm checking while I is less than or equal to number. Here I am checking the condition. If it is true, it will execute the statement. The statement itself, we are having incremental value. So it will increment the thing. So this is happens. So because both for and y can be used at anywhere. So in this case, we can able to use for each. Also, it is possible over here. So based on the scenario, based on the need only, we can able to take the certain decision on the looping statement. Both will be correct. Which one is a flexible for over here, that can be chosen by the programmer. Thank you for watching my video. In next my video, I'm going to share the another scenario related to the looping statement.